With a carbon price firmly back on the agenda, and the federal government is to establish 2 roundtables to provide advice and lead the debate. Environment and non-government organisations are on one table, business on the other. But with the details and the membership still being worked out, doubts are emerging about how effective it will be. Emily Stewart reports.
The federal government is keen to set a price on carbon as a way to reduce pollution and drive investment in renewable energy. A carbon tax will have a huge impact on the future of many industries, which is why business needs to have a say on the price. But some believe the Business Roundtable on climate change will be a waste of time.
Roundtables like this, I think, could be useful to just generate new ideas. But I think in the context of climate change, we have relatively clear ideas on the table. There are clear alternatives that are available. So having just a gap fest, as one could call it, is probably not going to be very effective.
Many believe it's the process of setting up the roundtables that will be the key to their success. Co-chairs of the business group will be the Deputy Prime Minister and Treasurer, Wayne Swan, and the Minister for Climate Change, Greg Combet. The roundtable is expected to meet monthly, and the government says it is still working on the composition and the invitation list.
It's most effective if you have really top industry leaders providing their input and getting buy-in from not only their own companies but the whole industries that they would represent. And so it's really a matter of getting the top people in rather than having a most broad representation.
Dexter Dunphy says it's important the Business Roundtable isn't too dominated by powerful mining groups.
We must have representatives of the new industries, the industries of the future, as well as the industries of the past. It's in that dialogue with government is involved as well, between those who will benefit from the new economy and those who have to make a shift from the old economy.
A number of business leaders, including the Chief Executive of BHP Billiton, Marius Kloppers, want a price put on carbon to provide certainty for business. Some other senior business leaders have already put up their hands to be included in the discussion.
We're very keen to participate in the roundtable discussion that's going to take place on this with industry. And we think there's important considerations to be made in the deliberations over a carbon tax. The aviation industry globally is interested in a global sectorial approach.
But even with the inclusion of top leaders, it's still unclear as to how much influence they'll have over policy making and whether both the business and environment roundtables will be equally weighted. Academic Sven Feldman says there are better ways to include business in the decision-making process.
Having a consultation process with formal representation and written reports by various industries and non-governmental organizations have that same goal and can do so with more accountability and effectiveness.
And he says ultimately the price should be determined by market forces.